Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in, just a little message for you to where you are right now. Something inspirational, something to just know that you're on the right path, something from your angels. So this is a short angel message for you from your angels, from your guides. And I'm going to use this general deck from the angels, and I'm just going to have some clarification from Michael, as I feel like Archangel Michael is a lot of the times with us. And I also want to say that I still offer personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, please send me a message. You'll find that in the description box. Okay, so Gemini, what do we have for messages for Gemini right now? So this is not too far into the future, it's for right now. Where you're headed, what you're doing, some inspirational messages from your angels. What do we have for Gemini, please? From the sweet angels. One card. Perfect timing. Wow. Perfect timing. I feel like there's a DNA upgrade there. If that makes any sense. It's a DNA, upgrade. Compromise. Also, there's a Libra influence there. And Michael. What do you have to say to Gemini, Michael, please? Honor and trust your feelings. Honor and trust your feelings. And innocence. That's beautiful. There's a little puppy there in the palm of his hands. So we're starting with this perfect timing. So I was very drawn to this. I don't know if you can see that, but like going up there, there's a, it looks like a DNA string, right? And it's like it's an upward spiral. It's a really good spiral that goes upwards. And because we have perfect timing, it just means that you're in alignment with something. Sometimes we just don't know when there's, like, when is it the perfect timing? But really, when it comes down to it, it's when you're in alignment with your own wish. It's when you're in alignment with your own vision, with your own wants, with your own question. Does that make sense? You have become the answer. And so I see the upgrade there. So probably something around this time has had you upgrade quite a bit, like just come into pure alignment. And out of that alignment, all of a sudden, like time speeds up, and out of that is like a explosion. And out of that, I don't know if you see that, it's such bright colors. There's like an explosion of the energy of the rainbow coming out here. And look at that, like how there's an explosion of a time glass, and out comes the wish, like not the wish, out comes the response, the answer, the manifestation, the result. So you have created perfect timing. You're doing something right now, Gemini, that's really making things come into alignment. And we have next to it compromise. And I'm drawn to say here today that there's a compromise with yourself. Like, okay, if I go for this walk, I can do this or that. It feels like you need to, I'm not the person to say like do stuff even though you don't feel like doing them. But when there's certain things that you've decided in your life that this is like really good for you, you just know that like meditation is good for you, going to bed early is good for you, eating certain kinds of foods is good for you. Like you've decided that on some level and at some time. And then you sort of push the boundaries of going to bed. You push the boundaries of, well, I haven't meditated today either, or like something like that. And it's like you need to find that balance. And sometimes maybe just doing them, even though you don't feel really inspired in the moment to do them, but to just almost out of discipline, because it's not like okay, like I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to hear about it. It's almost like sometimes maybe you're sitting around waiting for that inspiration to feel like meditating or feel like going to bed, or, and that moment sometimes might not come because you are so invested in whatever you're doing right now, so that there's more focus going into that, even though it's maybe not the most beneficial thing or the most healthy thing for you. So this alignment, to create this alignment, create this perfect timing for you to have the results that you're seeking in your life, there's something about keeping a promise. It's interesting because as we delete the we have a promise there. It's compromise. It's a promise. Like when you keep the promise to yourself, when you compromise about, like, I know I don't really feel like it, but like I know there's going to be such, it's almost like, okay, so the long-term reward is going to be greater in this sense. The short-term reward might not even be there. You might not even feel why, like going to bed at 10 at night or whatever, like whatever time. You don't feel in the instantaneous moment going to bed. Maybe you need to turn something off that was a greater kick for you, like a greater high, like you're watching a series or in the middle of a movie, or like you're doing something that you love to do, and for you to cut that off mid-sentence, it takes a little bit of compromise. It takes a little bit of discipline to say, I know that it's not fun for me right now to cut this movie off, or it's not fun for me to go to bed right now. But long-term gain, when you wake up the next morning and the whole body is rested and you have become so much more in alignment, and the long-term gain is going to be so much more worth it. If you sort of don't cave for the short-term gain. Does that make sense? So going to bed at 10, you're not even going to feel what the long-term gain or the gain is, because you just cut something off that you really liked and you're like, have to go to bed, and it's not really showing right now, obviously, but 8, 9, 10 hours later when you wake up, it will. So there's something about like compromising with yourself, or like talking to yourself almost like a child, like, we know this is good for us, like we know we need to do this. It's in order to create balance. And then we have honor and trust your feelings. We have the Merkaba there, so it's a little bit of sacred geometry. There's a lot of manifestation feel here, like a lot of like how to create in your life. So the prayer for this card is, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Honor and trust your feelings. So right now, there's a situation where your intuition is really calling on you. Like your intuition is always there, but if you've set a goal, or if you set an intention, or you have a vision for something, and you're upgrading your DNA, you're coming into that alignment, you're coming into perfect timing of something, your intuition is going to be like really on high alert to like really guide you to the best situation right now. So pay attention to how you feel. And when you feel something, is not, for most people, is not the fact that they don't feel it. It's the fact that they don't listen. Like after the fact, they would say, I felt it. I felt that thing, or I felt this calling, or I felt this nudge, and whatever. And then because of something happens, they'll after the fact say, I felt it. I should have followed it, or like I should have listened. So this is a really, really good time for you to really pay attention and follow the hints and the guidance. And then we have the Innocence card here with a little puppy in the palm of his hands. It's freaking cute. No. There you go. So for some Geminis, this might literally be that you're getting a puppy. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. So I feel like this is all about coming back to, we're starting with this perfect timing to come into alignment with yourself. And what is alignment with oneself? Alignment with oneself is love. Is to feel love for yourself, is to respect yourself, is to honor, like it says, honor and trust your feelings. Honor yourself, honor what's healthy for you, honor what's good for you. When you really love and respect yourself, you don't mess with things that can hurt you, that is unhealthy, that is being in alignment with oneself is just unconditional love, really. It's going back to that innocence, it's going back to that childlike, it's a childlike energy. Okay? That is what I have for you, beautiful Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys.